It's a really good effort by our guys. There were a few frustrating stretches with turnovers during the game, but the third quarter was tremendous and created the separation that was needed. And it's 2 wins without Tyrese, and that's really important right now as we head further west.
You mentioned obviously the turnovers, but 41 assists, I think, on 53 buckets. Again, you talked a lot about sharing the basketball, balanced scoring, and it seems like you guys obviously adhered to the formula there and obviously got the ball in the paint a lot. What do you like about how you guys move the ball?
Yeah, the spirit is really good. The spirit of the group. The guys that were in the game were playing together, encouraging each other. The guys on the bench were up, encouraging the guys that were playing. And when you have that kind of synergy, you can have some special nights, and you can have a special group. So, we're doing some good things. This trip's going to get tougher and tougher as we move further west, but it's a challenge that this group, I believe, is looking forward to.
You mentioned the third quarter. Obviously, you guys had I think a 20-point lead in the second and lost a lot of it. What just sort of got right, whether it was through halftime or in the third quarter, just what did those guys just do? I think to take possession that game.
Kept our poise, stayed aggressive, got more sensible with the ball, took care of the ball, and when the ball's moving like that, shots tend to go in more often. We had a good points in the paint number. We were aggressive to get to the rim, and a lot of our threes came off of penetration, and those are the best ones.
I know you said you're never worried about these guys, but some of the wings didn't have great shooting nights the other night. Obviously, Buddy was 0 of 5. I think Aaron was 3 of 9. Ben was a big 4 of 13. All of those guys obviously got right today. I guess how important was that, and how nice was it to see Buddy in particular really find it again playing?
Well, Buddy likes playing here. It's pretty clear, and he's shot the ball really brilliantly in the 2 games we've had here in the last month or so. And so, look, I'm more impressed with Buddy's defense and how he is digging in and how he is helping teammates. He's really elevated his level at that end. Mathurin has too. All our guys are really taking the challenge. It's a tough challenge defending in the NBA in 2024. You got to do it as a team, and you got to really react well. You got to help each other, and you can't let bad things on offense affect you. So, for the most part, we didn't. So I was real proud of the group. Stuck together. The 2 guards over there are murder. They're both great players, and you just got to try to make it hard on them.
You mentioned special things can happen. You have that synergy. I believe this is a season high shooting percentage for you. And it's the second straight game against Atlanta that you've had the high that they've allowed in terms of shooting percentage. So you were getting a lot of high percentage shots near the basket.
Not a big stats guy. I really, it's what you're feeling with the vibe of the group, intentionally and things like that. And right now, we really understand, everyone in that room, staff, players, support people understand that, everybody has an important job. We're going to play 10 guys on most nights. You basically tag team in your position with somebody else, and you go play your butt off, and then you high five the guy coming in, and you encourage him, and that's how we got to do business right now.
I just want to go back to what you said about Buddy's defense. What do you just to elaborate a little bit about what stands out to you about what he's doing versus the things that you're seeing him do on defense that maybe you haven't before?
Just physicality, attention to detail. Communication. And look, when things were going a little haywire tonight, Buddy calmed the group down on the floor. And, you know, he's a veteran. He sees the opportunity that we have this year. We've got a very, very long way to go, but it means something to him.
No, I asked about him last time, but T.J. and Andrew, and also Bruce, and just kind of continued solid play you get out of that. How important is that then, just to keep everybody on track?
You got to have playmakers, you know, and it's even better when you have playmakers that can defend. So, you know, with their two guards, and you know, Bogdanovich coming off the bench, I mean, they got a lot of firepower, and you gotta play the game at both ends. You know, it's the second night in a row where Bruce has really given us a strong lift offensively, and been real solid defensively.
What did you like? I know we asked about him last time. A lot of some of the shots, but some of you guys really defended Trey well. Which what stood out to you about the way you guys defended?
Look, he's a great player, and we're giving him a lot of attention. We spend a lot of time game planning for him, and you know, he had some looks that he normally makes that didn't go in tonight and the last game. So I don't feel we've solved anything by any stretch. But every time you face off against him, I mean, you're going against, you know, one of the real surgeons in our game offensively. I mean, you know, he can dice you up in so many ways, and we kept him off the free throw line. The only guy sitting on the free throw line was me with that technical tonight. So, so that was good. No, I guess he had three free throws, but you know, holding him to 3 instead of 8 or 10 or 12 is a huge deal. You know, because that's him making 98% of his free throws and them setting their defense. It's, you know, it's no fun.
How well do you feel like that worked again tonight? I think you had 41 assists on like 53 buckets. Nobody more than 18, 8 guys.
Yeah, I think that's our MO really on offense. We pass, we play fast, we get the ball moving, we're super random. So when we're playing that way, we're going to fall into having a lot of guys score the ball. So I think we just got to be ourselves.
You obviously figured out pretty early you guys could attack the paint on these guys, 70 points in the paint. Just how well do you think that's part of your game work, just getting guys set up around the rim?
Yeah, I think that's a huge part of the game. I think people don't really realize that that's one of the main things we do is score in the paint. So our movement creates problems where guys are kind of mismatched on the weak side, and it opens that paint up. And that's what we've been kind of making our mark there.
Obviously, you're still coming back from everything, and obviously kind of rough shooting that the other day. Come back and shoot 3 threes or whatever it was. How did you feel out there shooting the basketball tonight and getting your own shot?
I felt good. I don't really base my performances off of one night, really. So I've been feeling good for a little while. I'm just going to try to keep staying in the gym and keep working.
Obviously, Buddy comes off with a pretty big shooting night. He had a kind of rough moving night too. How good was it to get him going? Obviously, how important was he also on defense tonight? Pretty big moments in the game.
Yeah, no, Buddy's playing hard. Buddy's playing hard on that side of the floor, and I'm happy that he rewarded himself with some threes tonight. We all know Buddy can shoot the ball at a high clip. He's one of the top shooters all the time, so we're not too worried about that. We let that just come.
I just asked Rick about you guys setting a season high for shooting percentage, and you did this against the Hawks just a few nights ago as well. What's the trick to the success, and especially creating those baskets in the paint that you talked about?
I think the amount of assists and shots in those 2 games leads to high percentage because we're getting good looks, moving the ball, passing out good ones for better ones, paint the great we talk about. So I think just playing our team basketball is what gives us good shots, efficient shots.
I mean, yeah, Silver helped us out on defense, get on the transition. Like a lot of blocks we had was like sort of put us in transition and stuff. And, I think they were like they wanted to shoot the ball, of course. They're more on a paint team, and we sort of not let them get in the paint. We played good brand of basketball on defense.
Obviously, I think you guys had 70 yourself in the paint. Just how happy with the way that you guys attacked it, basically, and how obviously you saw that opportunity there, certainly from playing them before. Just how important was that for you guys, just get as many at the rim as you could?
It was sort of a game plan for us, just to attack the rim. The rim was the main focus. We didn't want to settle for threes and stuff because we know we can shoot the ball. But I mean, I think the rim is something that just the defensive or offensive scheme that we wanted to do. I think we did that real well. We had a couple of lobs. We just got in there.
Isaiah, we've seen all year how much depth this team has, and it's really coming into fruition, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. We got a team full of killers. Everybody can go from the bottom to the top. I mean, I think it showed tonight just how that we was. Even Oscar getting in at the end. He, I mean, went in there and did his thing. So I mean, hats off the whole team. We just looking to keep this road trip going.
You guys shot 67% from the field. You got 8 guys in double figures. Nobody had more than 18. 41 assists. Again, just how important is just the continual ball movement and the sharing of the basketball and selfish plays?
I think that's big for us. I mean, I think we had 41 assists. So we just all sharing the ball. And I mean, everybody eats. It's like one of those things. I think that showed it's maturity of our team tonight. Just the way that we played, especially being without one of the best passers in the league. I mean, held on.
For you individually, this felt like last November or the day before Thanksgiving was like your first big moment of the season. Yeah. Since then, you've been real consistent. How do you feel like you've progressed this season?
I think I took a step forward. This in all areas of my game. Just being patient with just everything. When I catch the ball, being patient, passing the ball, even on defense, just defensive reads and stuff. It's all better. So I mean, just keep looking to keep getting better.
The assist numbers, I mean, you've had 50, 40, and you had 41 tonight. What's been the story, and why are you guys so connected?
I just think everyone's making a collective effort with Tyrese out. I mean, he's the engine that makes us go. And, you know, I keep saying this, I sound like a broken record, but and this isn't a shot at anyone on our team. No one can replicate what Tyrese does. So, as a group, you know, me and Drew have to be better and getting people involved, and I think we've done a good job of that. But credit to the rest of the group of sharing the ball and making the extra pass. It's just really fun to be out there, and it's awesome to watch.
You guys shot 67% from the field, 41 assists, and took very few threes until the second half. What was the game plan tonight against Atlanta?
Just to make the right reads. We knew that they were gonna, you know, the last time we played them, you know, they kind of trapped us coming off pick and rolls, and the weak side helper was there. So just not trying to force it and making the right pass, pocket passes early, and Miles, Sticks, and Isaiah, you know, they made the right reads, and you know, they took away threes from us tonight, and we adjusted and were able to get to the paint and get to the rim.
As good as the offense was, you guys have really improved defensively over the last 2-3 weeks. What's been the key there?
Yeah, I mean, we haven't changed anything schematically. It's effort. You know, the stuff that you know, Jim Boylan and Jenny that they've implemented, it works. But if you don't play with effort on that end, it doesn't matter what kind of schemes you have. You know, it's an effort thing, and you know, when our defense really struggled, we just weren't playing with any effort, and we weren't connected, we weren't talking, and we've made a group effort to be better on that end as well.
I look at the second quarter, the 5-man bench unit really extended that lead to 19. You guys are pretty well connected as well, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, I've said this my whole career. I feel like the bench unit their job is to extend the lead when they come in, or bring us back if we're down. And you know, credit to our bench, and credit to our starters as well. It was a group effort.
Rick talked a little bit about the importance of the third quarter. Obviously, you guys go 20 and then kind of lose most of that lead and then get it back. I mean, just what did you guys have to kind of shake off at halftime and just sort of get right especially as far as cutting down turnovers and just being more steady there?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what it was. We slowed down a little bit in the second half. I mean, I think I still had 5 turnovers, but heart was in the right place. But it was one of those things where, you know, we were turning the ball over. They were coming down, hitting back-to-back threes, and just getting going. And you know, even on makes, they were coming down and scoring. We were just kind of trading baskets, and just really tried to take that away and get stops and get out in transition to what we do best.
I know Buddy isn't a guy you worry about per se when he's in a little slump. You kind of know he's going to shake out of it, but still, how important is it to see him shoot the way that he shoots the ball and also defend, on a couple of really big occasions in this one?
I mean, he's one of the best shooters in the world, and anybody who disagrees with that doesn't know basketball. So we're glad to have him over here, and he really helps us in stuff that people don't even talk about. When we're running pick and roll plays or stack, guys are so worried about him that our point guards can get downhill and start moving the ball and creating a problem. He does so much for us, and I don't think his defense is talked about enough either. He's been incredible on that side of the ball, and plays his butt off on that end.
What have you seen him do just better there? I guess one thing that Rick made a point to say is that, he obviously has the great reputation as a shooter. He doesn't have the same reputation as a defender, but he obviously had some really big ones tonight. I mean, where are you seeing him improving? Where are you seeing him growing as a defensive player?
I mean, it's locking into tendencies. He's always had the ability to stay in front of guys laterally. He plays incredibly hard and accepts the challenge. And he's just taking it to another level. Watching more film and reading the scouting reports, but the effort's always been there for him.
Last one. I think Obi and I think Isaiah were like 12 or 13 from the field. Obviously, you knew you were going to have some opportunities at the paint, but how critical was it just to make sure the guys were finishing like they do and have guys that have that capacity to throw it down at the rim there?
Yeah, I mean, I've been trying to get Obi a lob for a while. Finally got him one, and I threw one of them to Ben in the 6th row today. But when you got guys that attack the rim like that, it makes mine, Drew, Ty, our jobs easier, and everyone. Buddy coming off pin downs, hitting the bigs, and they're able to just go and elevate and dunk on somebody. It's fun to watch.